Hello, good afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode, and I hope and trust everyone is enjoying their day so far. Now, yesterday we saw something simply amazing. We saw something spectacular, and I Yeah, sorry about that. As I was saying, yesterday we saw something truly incredible, and as we look forward to this another day at the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship, I must I must comment on this, and we've seen the comments coming in, we've seen folks sharing their views, which is always good, and we almost always encourage folks to share their views, share your feedback. What are your thoughts? Oh, you're gone. Can you hear me, Demo? Let me know if you can hear me. But yeah, as we were saying, Issa Grace Kennedy, Boys and Girls Champs, true spectacle so far. Now, before I even go any further, let me say big shout out to the sponsors, Quick Link Shipping and RS Sports. Who are Quick Link Shipping? Anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island. Check them out. Telephone number 876-454-1979, and you can see their telephone number is running below. But Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championship, we saw some commendable preliminary races. We saw some impressive semifinals, and I'll start with the females, and then I'll speak on the males. Now, for the females, we had Serena Cole from Edwin Allen and Alana Reid from Heidel being the favorites going into the finals. We saw them in the semifinals. Impressive, to say the least. We had Alexis James coming in from Petersfield High as well. But Alexis James was always going to be behind those two females we mentioned before. Serena Cole, sadly, she picked up an injury in the semifinal. She was impressive in her semifinal. I think she clocked 11.17. Alana Reid clocked 11.16, which, mind you, these are very impressive times from the young ladies. But it was always going to be Alana Reid versus Serena Cole. That was the headline. That was the race that everyone was expecting to see. But unfortunately, the stars didn't align, and it was not to be. Now, Serena Cole, coming into the Issa Grace Kennedy Girls Championship, she was the favorite. And if I remember correctly, even the pundits on TVJ, and big shout out to TVJ Sports Network for bringing the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Champs exclusively. All right, so even the pundits, I think 70% of the pundits had Serena Cole to win the final. No one saw the record going through the window. And that's the beauty of track and field, and that's the beauty of track and field in Jamaica. You never know, and sometimes the favorite that you have on the cards is not the favorite that comes up trumps. On the international scene, 9 out of 10 times the favorite that we have going into these races are the ones who come out victorious. But the question that folks have been asking, or basically the argument that have been posited, is, had Serena Cole been fit and in that race, Serena Cole would have won. I'm thinking, no, we may never know. But does Serena Cole have 10.92 in her? She looked as if she was conditioned to go sub 11 seconds. Would she be able to step away from Alana Reid? I don't know. But again, Serena Cole was the favorite, and there was a reason she was the favorite, and she was so heavily touted to come up trumps come the final. As I said before, we may never know, because that race, it has already been run, and Serena Cole was not a part of it. Alana Reid, she smashed the record held by Veronica Campbell Brown, and that record was there since 2001. So 22-year record. And also, what's even more impressive, we thought Tina Clayton was setting the world on fire last season with her 100-meter run. She still would have come first with a faster time. Maybe David Scott. Again, as I said, we may never know. Veronica Campbell Brown, she's held that record since 2001. 2001, folks. Let that soak in. These young ladies weren't born in 2001. All right. And if you're born in the 90s, consider yourself old. All right. So 2001 is a 22-year record held by Veronica Campbell-Brown. And we know what Veronica Campbell-Brown went on to do for Jamaica. She was a sweetheart of Jamaican sprints for so long, until she hung up her spikes. But immaculate performance from Alana Reid. Just amazing, simply amazing. And I know the argument will constantly be coming forward saying, had Serena Cole been fit, we probably would have seen a faster time. Probably we would have seen a different victor. We may never know. Serena Cole was unfortunately not a part of the final lineup because of injury she sustained in the semifinal. And again, the stars just didn't align. Was there a little bit of luck on the part of... And we need luck, and luck is needed when it comes to records. We need the stars to align. Alana knew she would have won even before the unfortunate situation with Cole. Well, Alana Reid looked confident in the preliminaries. She also looked confident in the semifinals. So I must say both females looked impressive, but it was just, I don't know. We may never know. We may never know. But I won't dwell on the females for too long. Let's go over to the males now, where Bouwahjgie and Krumi out of Kingston College put on a super impressive performance. Dr. Speed, as he's called, and again, I'll keep saying this, he definitely delivered a medication sub 10 that I'm sure a lot of the patients at the National Stadium were satisfied with. But and Krumi coming into the boys champs, he was always going to be one of the favorites. He was always going to be the main contender to secure victory. Mind you, last year in Cali, Colombia, Bouwahjgie and Krumi was only beaten by one Let's See Letibogo. Let's See Letibogo has been heavily compared with Usain Bolt. He competed, at the senior championships, and then he went back to compete in the junior championship. The youngster out of Botswana, he has a bright future ahead of him. Kind of has the same body type as Usain Bolt, long strides, comfortable in the 100 and 200 meters. But he was the one who beat Bouwahjgie and Krumi last year. And Krumi was Jamaica's representative in the under-20 championship. But DeAndre Daly was the Carifta champion. So both these individuals coming into the championship, they had basically a little rivalry going on. Just imagine our 4x1 for Carifta. Yeah, and we'll be covering the Carifta as well, folks. So look out for that. But Bouwahjgie and Krumi and DeAndre Daly, both of these individuals had, some may say, a little bit of a rivalry going on. Coming into the championships, they had faced each other 6 times, and the honors were split dead even. DeAndre Daly winning 3 times, Bouwahjgie and Krumi winning 3 times. All right. Now, post the championship, we have DeAndre Daly still at 3, and we have Bouwahjgie and Krumi up to 5. They ran against each other in the semifinal last evening, and in the final, Bouwahjgie and Krumi again came out victorious. The excuses that we've heard: DeAndre Daly has been plagued with injuries. DeAndre Daly was involved in a car accident, and yet he was still able to come and compete. DeAndre Daly needs to work on his start. So a lot of these we're hearing, if he works on this, had it not been the accident, had it not been for the injuries, we probably would have seen a different result. Again, we may never know, folks. We may never know. DeAndre Daly, commendable performance, regardless of the variables and the circumstances. He was involved in a car accident. He did have some injuries, but as I said, I just think this year was Bouwahjgie's year, and the performance that he gave was simply stunning. 9.99 seconds from a schoolboy. This is as impressive as it gets. And remember, he beat the champs record in the semifinals with 10.08 seconds. He did one better in the final, dipping below 10 seconds with 9.99 seconds. So both these individuals, Bouwahjgie and Krumi and Alana Reid, had a little bit of luck or a little bit of favor from the universe, some may say, but would the results have been different? Would the results have been different? I don't think so, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think had Serena Cole been fit and competing in the final, Alana Reid would have still gone on to win? Or would we even have a lower time, maybe 10:90, maybe 10:89? What are your thoughts? I don't even follow track, and the time is mad. I heard he could go faster if he didn't look back. Yeah, he glanced over his shoulder because he knew DeAndre Daly would have been close by. DeAndre Daly, he generally starts bad, has had bad starts throughout the championship, but his top end speed generally allows him to win races, and that's why I think Bouwahjgie was looking over his shoulder just to ensure that that poor finish from DeAndre Daly wasn't enough to clip him on the line. Same results, just faster time. The win was perfect. Okay, but yeah, back to what we were saying. I think had it been a case of Serena Cole being present in the final with Alana Reid, maybe the maybe the podium standings would have been different. Maybe Serena Cole would have been in there in second ahead of Alexis James. Maybe we would have had a faster time. Again, a lot of maybes here because we will never know. Bouwahjgie and Krumah, the same thing. DeAndre Daly, had he not been injured throughout the season, had he not had the car accident, maybe we would have seen a faster time on the male side. Maybe the podium would be a bit different. But again, we're curious to hear what you guys have to say. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on these arguments going around that Serena Cole could have probably pushed Alana Reid to a faster time, or Serena Cole would have been at the top of the podium had she been fit? And on the flip side, DeAndre Daly, had he not had such a rough season when it relates to injuries and the accident, maybe he would have been more competitive, and maybe he would have pushed Bouwahjgie to a better time, or maybe he would have clipped or clinched Bouwahjgie to the class 100-meter title. So many questions, so little answers. That's why we're here on the platform. That's why we're here to share our views and our opinions. David, they would certainly smash the record if Serena wasn't injured. Track boss. Yep, definitely. But that's my 2 cents on it for today, folks. Leave your views, leave your comments, leave your feedback in the comment section below. We will be live again later on this evening covering the 400 meters, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. Turn the notification on. That way, as soon as we go live, you are aware or you're notified. Only sad she couldn't run the final. So, Bouwahjgie and Krumah, 9.99. Alana Reid, in the absence of Serena Cole, we had 10.92. What are your thoughts? Are you satisfied? Were you expecting more? Could the results have been different had the stars not aligned in these individuals' favor? Let's hear it in the comment section. Until next time, peace out.